This show is brought to you by NMDC Group.
ARM fixes its IPO price at $51 in the biggest listing of the year, and global debt fell to 238% of GDP in 2022. You're watching the Daily Brief with Forbes. I'm Ramia Faraj. Chip designer ARM will debut on the NASDAQ today after fixing its IPO price at $51 a share, the top of its price range, and securing a valuation of $54.5 billion. Last year, Japanese owner SoftBank planned to sell ARM to chipmaker NVIDIA for just $40 billion. It abandoned the deal amid opposition from competition watchdogs. Instead, it retained control and has now raised close to $5 billion through the biggest IPO of the year. ARM attracted big-name investors, including Intel, AMD, Apple, Samsung, and Alphabet. Global debt as a share of GDP fell for the second straight year to $235 trillion in 2022, but it remains significantly above its already high pre-pandemic level. The IMF says the decline in the last 2 years has reversed about two-thirds of the spike in borrowings during the pandemic. Debt was mainly driven by the rebound in economic activity and in inflation. Last year, total debt stood at 238% of GDP, falling 10 percentage points compared to 248% in 2021. The European Central Bank will decide today whether to raise borrowing costs again or finally pause its unprecedented hiking campaign. The ECB is struggling to navigate competing data that could push them either way. Prices continue to rise fast, but the outlook in the Eurozone is also deteriorating rapidly. The central bank for the 20 countries that use the euro has already lifted rates by 4.25 percentage points since July last year. Another increase today would be the 10th straight hike. Carrefour has slapped price warnings on products from top consumer goods suppliers, including Nestle, PepsiCo, and Unilever, to pressure them to reduce inflation ahead of contract talks. Carrefour says the products have shrunk in size but cost more, even after raw materials prices eased. It's trying to rally consumer support as retailers prepare to face the world's biggest brands in negotiations, which are due to start soon and will end by October 15th. Tech titans including Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, and Bill Gates have met with lawmakers for a closed-door AI forum. The executives pitched broad regulatory frameworks for AI and warned of the existential dangers that could come with its uncontrolled advancement. Zuckerberg emphasized the need for safety and accessibility policies for AI. Musk said AI presents a civilizational risk, adding there's a low but not zero chance that AI will kill us all. Human activity has now pushed the Earth far beyond the safe operating space that keeps it livable for humans and most species, according to a study by 29 international scientists. 6 of 9 planetary boundaries are already deep in the red zone. These include climate change, deforestation, biodiversity loss, synthetic chemicals, and nitrogen use. Ocean acidification and atmospheric pollution are borderline. Only ozone depletion is comfortably within safe bounds. In 2009, only global warming, extinction rates, and nitrogen had transgressed their limits. I'm Ramia Faraj. This is the Daily Brief. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
This show is brought to you by NMDC Group.